Live from Dodger Stadium, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and our pitcher in this game, Shohei Ohtani.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Nico Horner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 6-10.
And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-0. And that's a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
John Birdie at the plate.
Let's go, Showtime.
Right through there for a strike. Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards.
Nope, that's inside.
Late that time, it's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. This to third, Hernandez. Rojas for 1. On to Freddie. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And that one way outside. And that's ball 1. And that misses off the outside edge. And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in. Seiya Suzuki waiting to hit for the Cubs. Payoff pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Shota Imanaga.
Oh, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Freddie Freeman leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off. On the ground to first, Bush. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Mookie Betts.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I wanted to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to the plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute a lot more than the average guy. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Miguel Rojas, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And the first offering is not close. And the sweeper is off the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Slap the other way, foul. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Right through there for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
One and two.
In the dirt, blocked. That one in the dirt. It's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout. One left for L.A. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. Leading off, Seiya Suzuki.
Oh, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Ohtani back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Lined into right. Pajes makes the grab, one away.
Batting first, the left fielder, number 8.
In half up to him. Ball one on a pitch inside. Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Second inning here, no score. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. There's a strike.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Ohtani checks over to first, and he's back. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
That one misses. 2-1. Happ leads off first with one away. The other way. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Dansby Swanson stands in. First pitch, and he just misses. Popped in the air, left field. Drops into the glove, and there's two away.
Batting eight, the catcher, number 9, Miguel.
And now it's Miguel Amaya.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that's the third out. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That one's in there. That's strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Amaya right there to make the grab. 2 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Andy Pajes now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Solo homer. She crushes that one to right field. Third home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Nico Horner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch just misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one inside, and it's 2-0.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That's to third. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And stepping in is the speedy John Birdie. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-1. And that's in the dirt. Good eye right there.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Kyle.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Struck out swinging his first time. Ohtani throws over. Birdie back in on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Ball 1 low. This one in the air. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the...
Birdie runs. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Swings through that one for strike 2. Birdie on its second with 2 down. 3-2 now. Ian Happ on deck for the Cubs. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Tommy Edson.
Close
No,
one
that's a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. And that's
One and
ball
out.
one. Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses with that one.
3-2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Kike Hernandez Edman dives back in, but they got him.
When there's a lefty on the mound, you've got to make sure you've got more of a one-way lead, even leaning back to the bag when he picks up his leg, unless you're thinking you're going first move. Not sure what he was doing right there over at first.
Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next pitch misses way outside. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. That's inside. 1-0. Two out, space is empty. That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Two outs. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one outside. Full count, 3-2. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Miguel Rojas at the plate, and he's already singled in this game. And that misses. Ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
He was late there. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Tying run is at first here in the second game of the series.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Softly in the air down the line. And foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ian Happ. Right through there for a strike. Happ, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. A single his first time. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. To first, 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting. The
2 outs, base is empty.
Dansby
And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Fly to left his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Just missed.
That's inside.
Swing and a foul out of play. Throw over to first, and he's back in on a dive. Oh, he gloves it, throws from his knees, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back here in L.A., ready to go. Bottom four. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Ohtani.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And misses inside.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Now
Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence,
Monkey.
he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Mookie digs in here.
That's a ball.
The shortstop takes the ball. Turns and fires to Betts. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that one is downstairs. Ball one.
Okay.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball. On to first, and Hernandez is out. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Offense held in check there. We played 4. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that just misses.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. So here's Horner now. 1 for 2.
Horner.
That one the other way. Makes the grab for the second out.
The third baseman, number 5, John Birdie.
2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, John Birdie. And a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Smith.
Shota back to work. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. In the dirt, and the count is 1-1. And downstairs.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And the batter now, Andy Pajes. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1 on to Bush. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He reached out a walk his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And we're level. It's 1-1.
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one. Two outs. And another ball. Shota maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Freddie Freeman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across last half of inning number 5. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. All even at 1 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the top of the 6th. And now Kyle Tucker. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Movement in the bullpen. Evan Phillips looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trinan also throwing. Swings and chases a low one there.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Inside. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hernandez pulls that one down, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Seiya.
Now it'll be the Cubs
Suzuki.
DH, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez. And makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 8.
Digging in, Ian Happ. Half lays off. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Bush now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Fastball for a strike. Happ leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Freddie Freeman. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And he chases that one below the zone. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Next offering is in the dirt. Drilled out towards left center field, ranging back. And that's going to bang against the wall. Ohtani around second, headed for third. The relay throw, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Tremendous job of getting set up behind and underneath this ball to come through with full momentum. A strike thrown to third base. That'll end the inning, and the dugout is fired up.
Now pitching for the
New
Dodgers,
pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan
number
Phillips.
59, Evan Phillips.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. There's the strike. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Next offering misses down and away. And it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Full count.
And foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. On the inside corner for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Crow Armstrong stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One now. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Brazier
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Now it's Mookie Betts. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. Brazier measures 6 feet even. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Yeah, that's fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Beat him inside on that last pitch,
Now
and when
batting,
you look back
the
at the
left
pitch
fielder,
sequence on that
J.R.
strikeout,
Smith.
it's pretty interesting. Away, in,
Again.
away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. He's grounded out a couple of times. And a foul ball. All tied up here at the bottom of the seventh. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Nabs it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher,
Will Smith to the plate. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss at a slider.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that skips in the dirt. Very high with that one. And it's 2-2. And there's a ball.
3 balls.
Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And here's a 3-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Dodgers go down quietly. Still tied, 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Blake Trinan.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 49, Blake Trinan.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 3.
Nico Horner.
First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. And that one fouled off. Line drive. No one can get there. It falls in. The throw into second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Really important at bat coming up now.
Go-ahead run on base. John Birdie digs in now. And ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And another ball. Man at second. Swing and a chopper. And that chance handled. First out in the top of the 8th.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
So up next, Kyle Tucker. 0 for 3 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball one. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Trying it. Checks the runner. Horner back in on a dive.
One ball. Two strikes.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Freeman. And Tucker is retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two outs. That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
On the ground. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Out number 3. One hit, one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Bottom 8, welcome back as we've got a pinch hitter. Number 6.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Brazier back to work. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they roll this one.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
No outs, runner at first. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's already homered in this game.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Strike 2.
Yeah, you can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Horner tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Hernandez up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
The 2-1. In the air, left side. Brings it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Freeman stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. Freeman hits it in the air. Tucker on the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Dodgers.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Tanner
66.
Scott.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now into the game, James Outman. He takes over in right.
Number 33.
Well, 1-run game. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And another ball. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swanson digs in. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at 2nd. Fouled off down the right side. Man at 2nd. Betts whips it to 1st. And Swanson is set down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So it's their last chance in this one. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit. Trying to deliver as the hero. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
They're down to their final strike. The Cubbies down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.